मैम आपका माइक बंद लगता है।
मैम आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा।
मैम आवाज बंद है आपकी।
Ma'am, you are on mute. Ma'am, can you hear us?
No.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Ma'am, press Control D.
Mute the mic, man.
मैम
Ma'am, use Control D to unmute.
हेलो हेलो
Hello.
हॅलो
माईक बंद केलाय.
माहिती आहे ब्रो.
Ma'am, please unmute. We can't hear you.
मैम मत करो म्यूट.
Ma'am, you don't want to teach us, ma'am? Ma'am.
ऐसा ही लग रहा है.
आपला आवाज पण नाही जात.
अच्छा है.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
मैम को कोई कॉल करो यार.
Ma'am, we are your students, ma'am. You are a class teacher. You should give us bhav, not A section, ma'am.
मैम को कोई कॉल करो यार.
Ma'am, पहले हम आते हैं, ma'am. Ma'am, you're doing everything other than muting yourself, ma'am. Unmuting yourself.
मैम को सुनाई दे रहा है बेटा, बाद में बताएंगे.
मैंने क्या गलत काम कुछ बोला थोड़ी ना मैंने. हाँ, now we can hear you.
Now?
Yeah, ma'am, yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. See, this is the unit cell of diamond structure. As per I have shown you in a actual model, these 4 purple colors diagonal atoms are there, and each one is having the 4 bonds with another 4 atoms. Okay. Out of these 4 atoms, one is the corner atom and remaining 3 are the face centered atoms. And it is same for all these remaining 3 diagonal atoms. Okay, it is bonded with one corner atom and remaining 3 face centered atoms. So this is the structure of diamond. Actually, we can see diamond like this. Okay, practically. This is FCC diatomic. 2 FCC lattices are interpenetrating into each other, and one is displaced from other by 1/4 distance of the diagonal length from the corner. And this interpenetrating of these 2 lattices will be like this. See, one unit cell is displaced from other by 1/4 distance. For comparing this, we can see the SCC structure already we have studied. In SCC, you can see here, after one unit cell, cubic unit cell, then the next cell is there. After that, this one, then this one. Also in this side, this one unit cell, this unit cell, again this one unit cell. Means after completing one unit cell, the next unit cell is there. And this is 3-dimensional structure. Diagram is 2 dimensions, but actually this is 3-dimensional structure. So this is in case of SCC, but it's not like in a diamond, because there one unit cell is displaced from the other. These 2 neighboring unit cells are penetrating into each other, and so the structure is like this. And so we will see, when we see the one unit cell, then this unit cell is like this, which include atom at each corner of the unit cell, at each center of face of the unit cell, and along with that additional 4 diagonal atoms which are on the diagonal from 1/4 distance of the diagonal from corner atom. And these 4 diagonal atoms forms the basis to the next unit cell. Are you getting? These 4 atoms are of the another unit cell, but that came into the previous unit cell because these 2 neighboring unit cells are interpenetrating into each other. Okay. So similar to SCC, FCC and BCC, here also we have to study the parameters of diamond structure. In the first diagram here, you see the one atom and its bonding with another 4 atoms. Okay, here that is from taken. This part is from this part of the unit cell only. Okay, and these 4 atoms with which this atom is bonded, that are its nearest neighbors. That is nothing but coordination number, and so coordination number of diamond is 4. In this slide, you will see that each atom is having the 4 bonds, means each atom has 4 nearest neighbors. Okay, so coordination number of diamond is 4. Then remaining, see the total number of atoms in the unit cell. Per unit cell, how many atoms are there? Complete atoms. And this one we have calculated by this formula 1 by 8 into the number of corner atoms, which are 8 here, same as that of SCC, FCC, BCC, plus 1/2 multiplied by number of face center atom, and here there are 6 face centered atoms. At each center of face of the cubic unit cell, there is an atom, so that are 6 plus 1 into number of atoms within body of the unit cell, and here these 4 diagonal atoms are completely within the unit cell. Okay, so these are 4, and the total number of atoms so total number of atoms per unit cell in diamond structure is 8. Okay. Then relation between lattice parameter and atomic radius. Now see here in this diagram, this atom is at the corner diagonal of the unit cell and it is bonded with 4 atoms. Okay, so you see in this diagram, suppose this is the corner atom and this is diagonal atom. Okay, so these 2 atoms are having the bonding, means they touch to each other. So if r is the radius of atom, then this much distance between these 2 atoms, it will be nothing but 2r. Okay, and we know that this diagonal atom is at 1/4 distance of the total length of diagonal of this unit cell. Okay, so if A is if A is the lattice constant, that is age of the unit cell. Suppose this is the unit.
मैम आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी.
If A is the lattice constant, आवाज नहीं आ रही है कैसे?
अरे शायद आपका नेटवर्क खराब है.
एक मिनट, हाँ, अभी तो नेटवर्क का इशू नहीं होगा. वेट, आई एम कनेक्टिंग ऑल्सो हॉटस्पॉट. अच्छा, ईयरफोन्स जस्ट वेट.
बराबर है मैम, अब आ रही.
एक मिनट, वेट. Hello, is it okay now?
ओके
Yes,
ओके
ma'am.
मैम.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please mute
Yes,
yourself. Okay. Number of atoms per unit cell we have seen, they are 8. Okay. Then relation between lattice parameter and the atomic radius. Okay. So diagonal atom is displaced from 1/4 distance of the total diagonal length of the unit cell. So if R is the radius of atom, then distance between this corner atom and this diagonal atom, it will be 2R. See here, we have put the relation between them. This is 2R. Okay. If A is the lattice constant, okay, that is age of the unit cell. And by considering this cubic structure, if we calculate the total diagonal length of the unit cell, then in term of A, it will be A root 3, just by applying the Pythagoras theorem. That is so easy, you can calculate that. Okay. So total diagonal of the unit cell in term of lattice constant, it will be A root 3. And so distance between these two atoms, that is 2R, will be nothing but 1/4 of the total diagonal length, means A root 3 by 4, correct? And so A is nothing but 8R by root 3. So this is the relation between lattice constant and radius, atomic radius in case of diamond structure. Okay. Now, packing efficiency, that is how much part of the unit cell is packed by the atoms. Okay. So our formula is what? Are you remember? It is the nothing but it is packing efficiency or packing fraction. It is given by volume of atoms in the unit cell divided by total volume of the unit cell. So in diamond structure, there are 8 number of atoms per unit cell. So 8 multiplied by volume of one atom, that is 4/3 pi cell A cube. So this will become root 3 by 16 pi. This one we can calculate by converting R in term of A or A in term of R by the relation between lattice constant and the atomic radius. That is A is equal to 8R by root 3 or R is equal to A root 3 by 8. Anyway, then this fraction will come this much by taking pi. This comes 0.34. Okay, so this is the packing factor of the or packing fraction of the diamond structure, means 0.34 multiplied by 100, that is 34% part of the unit cell or the diamond crystal structure is occupied by the atom. Okay, we have calculated the or studied the packing efficiency of SCC, FCC and BCC. So packing efficiency of SCC is 0.52 packing fraction, efficiency is 52%. Packing efficiency of BCC structure is 68% and packing efficiency of FCC is 74%. But packing efficiency of diamond is less and that is only 34%. But still this is very hard structure and the reason is that there is a covalent bonding between the atoms of the diamond crystal structure. Okay, so there may be objective question or maybe short question. What is the reason or why the diamond structure is hard, even if its packing efficiency is less? Okay, means not too much part of the crystal is occupied by the atom. There is not close packing of atom. Okay, loose packing is there because only 34% part of the crystal is occupied by the atom, but still it is a hard one and that is due to the covalent bonding of the atoms with each other. Okay, so remember what we have studied in case of diamond. It is FCC diatomic structure. Two FCC lattices are interpenetrating into each other. One is displaced from other by 1/4 distance of the diagonal length from the corner. Okay, by this way. This is the displacement of the unit cell from each other by 1/4 distance of the corner length. So the coordination number of diamond is 4. That is, every atom has the 4 nearest neighbors and these neighbors, with that neighboring atoms, it makes the covalent bond. Okay, so coordination number is 4. Effective number of atoms in the unit cell, that is number of atoms, total number of atoms per unit cell, that are 8. Relation between lattice constant and the atomic radius is A root 3 by 4 is equal to 2R. Okay, by geometry of diagram, if A is the lattice constant and R is the atomic radius. Now in and R is the atomic radius. Okay, and this relation is A is equal to 8R by root 3, or R will be A root 3 by 8. So packing efficiency is given by the ratio of volume of atoms in the unit cell to the volume of the unit cell. Okay, so volume of unit cell is the cubic one, if and A is the lattice constant, so its volume is A cube, and volume of atoms in the unit cell is 8 into 4/3 pi r cube. So you can calculate the packing efficiency of any structure if we know the shape of unit cell and lattice constant. That is nothing but dimensions of the unit cell. From that we get the volume of unit cell and the total number of atoms and the atomic radius. Or if we know the type of structure, then only we came to know the number of atoms. If it is SCC structure, then number of atoms will be 1. If it is BCC structure, number of atoms will be 2. If it is FCC, then number of atoms will be 4. Okay. So according to that, volume of the atoms will change, and so packing efficiency will decrease or increase depending upon the number of atoms per unit cell. And why number of atoms per unit cell are different? That is due to the different arrangement of the atoms in that respective crystal structure. Okay, now clear the diamond structure. All of you are there now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us start the next topic. That is the planes of the cubic crystal. Okay. The planes, plane is nothing but the plane surface. Okay. And plane in a crystal, that is crystal plane, is nothing but the plane passing through the lattice points. Okay. Plane passing through the lattice points. So here one unit cell of the crystal is shown and one plane is shown. Okay. So if we consider at this corner of the unit cell, there is a origin and the lattice constants of the unit cell. Suppose this is not ABC, not cubic crystal structure. Okay, so edges are A, B, and C. Suppose along axis X, the edge of unit cell is A. Along axis B, Y, edge of unit cell is B. Along axis Z, edge of unit cell is C. Okay, so this is the plane which are where the edges of the unit cells are along A, B, and C. Suppose this is the unit cell having the unit dimension. Unit dimensions means one unit dimension. Okay. So suppose this is the cubic crystal structure, unit cell of cubic crystal structure, and unit dimension means edge of the unit cell is 1 unit. So A will be 1, B will be 1, and C will be 1. Okay. Then means this plane cut the axis X at 1 unit. Okay. Suppose instead of this plane is showing, it is cutting at this corner. Okay. That is total length of the unit cell. If this plane, it may be up to this only half of the edge. Okay. Then its intercept of this plane. Suppose at this corner, if this is the unit cell having unit dimension, that is 1 unit, means 1 unit dimension of the edge of the unit cell, means this plane has the 1 unit intercept along x-axis or axis A, 1 unit intercept along B, and 1 unit intercept along C. Now here we will not say x, y, z. Okay. These are the A, B, C, and that is nothing but crystallographic axis. Okay, we are mentioning this system in a crystal. Okay, and so we will say to say that these are the crystallographic axis or primitive axis A, B, and C, and that are along the edges of the unit cell. Okay, so now for example, this is one plane shown here, and this plane has the intercept 1 unit along axis A, B, and C respectively. Okay, and X H, K, L are the Miller indices. Okay. Suppose first of all, let us see. Now here the plane showing the different intercept. Okay, A, B, B and C. A, B and C. Now here this plane has the intercept 3 units, 3A, 3 on the constant, that is a total age of the unit cell, but this plane has the intercept along this axis 3 times of this lattice constant. Okay, along axis B it is the 2 times, and along C also 2C. Okay, 2B, 2C and 3C. Okay, so 3, 2 and 2, these are the intercept made by. So to write the indices of this plane, Miller indices means indices of the crystal plane. Miller is the name of scientist. Okay, we have seen that crystal planes are nothing but planes passing through the lattice points, and there are number of lattice points are there, so there will be the number of planes are there. So how to recognize that plane? And for that we have to give indices to this plane. Okay, by giving the indices to the particular plane. Particular plane means passing through the particular lattice points of the crystal. Then they are recognized. Then see how these indices are given to one of the plane. Suppose we have this plane which has intercept on the axis 3A, 2B and 2C, where A, B and C are the lattice constant, that is edges of the unit cell. Okay, then reciprocals of these intercepts will be 1/3, 1/2 and 1/2. Okay, then Miller indices of the plane are written by converting these reciprocals into the integers. Okay, now see how to convert these integers into the these fractions into integer, just by multiplying the LCM of the denominator to each one. Then LCM of 3, 2, 2. क्या होगा LCM? 6, no? LCM of 3, 2, 2 will be 6. So 6 multiplied by 1/3 will come 2. 6 multiplied by 1/3 will come 3, and 6 multiplied by 1/3 is again 3. And so indices of this plane are 2, 3, 3. Got it? How the indices of the plane are given? First of all, take the intercept made by this plane along the axis ABC, crystallographic axis ABC. Then take the reciprocals of these numbers, these intercepts, that is 1/3, 1/2, 1/2, for example. Then convert these reciprocals into the integers. So Miller indices are always integers, they are never fractions. Okay, remember that. So by converting, these reciprocals can be converted into integers by multiplying LCM of the denominator. Here in this example, LCM of the denominator will be 6. So 6 multiplied by this, each one will get 2, 3, 3. So indices of this plane is 2, 3, 3. So these are known as the Miller indices of the crystal plane. So Miller indices are nothing but indices of the crystal plane. Crystal planes are nothing but the planes passing through lattice points of the crystal. And how these indices are given? By converting reciprocals of the intercepts into integers. See, these indices are nothing but integers. Which integers are these reciprocals into the integers? Reciprocal किसके हैं? Intercepts के हैं. Okay, then how we can define the Miller indices? Miller indices are nothing but reciprocals of the integers converted, reciprocals of the intercepts converted into the integers. Okay, so these are nothing but the Miller indices. Okay, now here suppose in general H, K, L are the indices. We have seen indices means what? Reciprocals of the intercepts. Okay, reciprocals of the intercept. So if we have the reciprocal indices, then again we take the intercept of reciprocals of that indices, then we will get the intercept. Are you getting? Miller indices, how we have defined? They are nothing but reciprocals of the intercepts reduced to the integers. Okay. So if we again take reciprocals of these integers, then what we will get? Again we will get the intercepts made by this plane. Okay, vice versa. So in your exam there may be question, write the indices of the given plane. Yeah, draw the plane of given indices. Indices. To draw the plane of, to give the indices to the crystal plane is by this one. Find the intercept, then take the reciprocals and reduce to the integers. These are the indices of given plane. Then how to write indices of this plane now? If HKL are indices of this plane, then A, B, C are the lattice constant. Then here, by considering the unit cell, this plane is 1, 1, 1. Okay, then 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. So this plane will come 1 by 1. Okay. So Miller indices is the group of 3 numbers that indicates the orientation of a plane or set of parallel planes of atoms in a crystal. Now in a crystal, there is a regular arrangement of the atoms. So if we consider one of the plane, then there will be the series of plane. There will be the number of planes which will be parallel to that plane. Okay, so planes passing through the same atom in a crystal, they will parallel to each other. We will see next that. So Miller indices are determined by intersection of the plane with crystallographic axis. We have seen that. Take the intercept, find the intercept, take the intercept, then take the reciprocals of that intercept and reduce to the integers. Okay, the same thing is written. The reciprocals of these intercepts are computed and fractions are clear to give the 3 Miller indices that are the integers. In general, Miller indices are denoted by HKL. Okay, so it may be 1, 2, 3, it may be 1, 1, 1, it may be 1, 0, 0, it may be 1, 1, 0, like that. Okay. Now let us see this one plane. All of you are there now? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
In between, you give me the confirmation that you are there. Okay, mute yourself. Now see this one plane. 1, 1, 1. Here shown this plane which having the intercept along axis A, B and C, which are along X, Y, Z. Okay, and they are 1, 1, 1. You will see that this plane cut the axis A, B, C at 1 unit. Okay. So intercept length is 1, 1, 1. If A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 1 unit. Okay. Then reciprocals will be 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. Okay. So if we have given the intercept length, then reciprocals of that will be 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. Then by clearing these fractions into integers, this will become 1, 1, 1. And so the Miller indices of the given plane are 1, 1, 1. Next example. Now see this plane. You can see this plane has the intercept on axis A is 1 unit. Okay, if A is equal to 1 means it cut at A mean and A is equal to 1 means 1 unit intercept. Now along axis C also it cut at C, this corner means that is the C, and if C is equal to 1 means intercept is 1 unit. But see the B axis which is along Y axis. Okay, you will see that this Y axis is at back face of this unit cell. Getting? This is at back face of the unit cell, and so this plane is don't have any intercept with this axis. Are you getting? So this plane will remain parallel to this Y axis which is at its back side, and so this plane will never intersect that axis. Means what? this plane has the infinity intercept. Okay, so intercept made by this plane on axis A, B, C are 1 unit, infinity and 1. Okay, in case of the unit cell having unit dimensions. Okay, then reciprocals of these intercepts are 1, 1 by infinity, 1 by 1. That is 1, 0, 0. 1 upon infinity is 0. So Miller indices of this plane are 1, 0, 1. Got it? So now see by reverse way. If we have given that 1, 0, 1 are the indices of the plane and draw this plane. Okay, तो कैसे draw करोगे? First of all, take the reciprocals of these Miller indices. So reciprocal means what will? Reciprocals will of the Miller indices will nothing but intercept made by this plane. So if we take reciprocals of these Miller indices, so reciprocal of 1 will come 1. Means intercept made by this plane on the axis A will be 1 unit. So mark here at 1 unit on axis A. So we will mark at this corner. Okay. Then axis B, reciprocal of 0 is infinity, means this plane will don't have any intercept or it will not intersect to the y-axis or b-axis. Then third one, 1 ka reciprocal 1 means this will cut the axis C at 1 unit, means at this corner. Then join these two intercept. Two intercept means कौन से intercept है ये plane जहां x axis को कट करेगा, that intersection, the intersection of this plane and the axis A, here intersection of this plane and the axis C. We don't know this plane. Okay, we have given only indices and we have to draw the plane. Then how we will draw? First of all, draw the unit cell, mention the coordinate axis, that is A, B and C, and then draw the plane with respect to that. Okay, by taking reciprocals of the Miller indices. So reciprocal of 1 is 1. So this plane has the 1 unit intercept on axis A. So mark here at this corner. Then second one is 0. So reciprocal of that is infinity, means this plane will not have any intersection with the axis y. Then the C, H, that is if H, K, L are Miller indices, then L will be 1 and reciprocal of 1 is 1. So it will cut the axis C at 1 unit. Then join these 2 points. ये 2 point join कर सकते हैं ना, या you can draw in your notebook with this explanation. Okay, unit cell draw करो, plane के indices लिखो. Then mark A axis intercept at this corner, B axis intercept at this corner. Then join these two. Okay, and draw the plane which will remain parallel to axis y. So y को parallel कैसे draw करोगे? Y यहाँ है. Okay, so from these 2 point, this plane will go in this direction. Okay, so यहाँ से यहाँ तक आओगे, ये corner तक. अब यहाँ हम stop करेंगे. Actually, this plane is not limited to this much only. It will continue in this direction, in this direction, in this direction. Plane is nothing but the plane surface. But we have to restrict it to draw within the unit cell, 1 unit cell only. And so within this unit cell, this plane will go up to this corner. उसके आगे नहीं जाएगा, unit cell खत्म हो गया. Then from upper point here, this corner, draw in parallel to y. So y कहाँ है? यहाँ है. So यहाँ से parallel को y कैसे जाएगा? ये corner तक. And then again join these 2 points. Okay, and show it by shading. ये हो गया अपना plane 1, 0, 1. Okay, अब दूसरा देखते हैं. ये देखो, ये कौन सा है? बार 1, 0, 2. बार 1 बाद में देखेंगे. फर्स्ट वाला पहला ये देखो, ये इसमें देखो. Suppose here we have given the indices of plane 1, 1, 1. Okay, so reciprocal of this 1, 1, 1 will be again 1, 1, 1. Means what? This plane has the intercept 1 axis or 1 unit on the each axis A, B, C. So make the mark. A is here. So from this origin to the 1 unit will come at this corner. From यहाँ on axis B 1 unit come at this corner. ये जो अंदर है. फिर from this origin 1 unit on the axis C will come at this corner, and then join these 3 points, 3 intersection of the plane with 3 axes. Okay, so and show it by shading. So this is the plane 1 1 1. Okay, now next, this plane is bar 1 0 2. So for bar 1 0 2, origin is here. Okay, this is axis B, this is A, this is C. C, X, Y and Z, same as that of this plane, X, Y and Z. Are you getting? Now, but here this plane has the intercept bar 1 0 2 indices are there, means this plane has the intercept on negative axis A, and so it is denoted by bar. Bar means plane having the axis in negative side. Okay, negative side of the axis. As the indices bar 1 0 2. Okay, so to draw this plane, we have to take the origin here. See in this diagram, if we take origin as it is here, then we can draw the intercept of the given plane with the negative side of the axis. Negative side कहाँ आएगा? यहाँ आएगा. We can draw it, but we have to draw within 1 unit cell only, and so here origin is taken at this corner. Okay, so if our origin is here, then this one is A, this one is B, and this one is C. So we will get the negative side of the axis A, and that is within the unit cell. Now we can draw the plane having the given Miller indices, from which we will get the intercept made by this plane by taking reciprocals of the indices. So reciprocal of bar 1 is -1. Okay, reciprocal of 0 is 1 upon infinity, that is 0 upon infinity, that is infinity, and reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. Okay, so this plane will have intercept along axis, negative side of the axis is 1 unit. So we will mark here. Okay, yeah, mark here. Then next, along axis B, it will remain parallel, so don't think about that. Then axis C, it intersect at 2, that is half unit. So C कहाँ है? यहाँ है C. So from this origin to this corner, it is total length, means 1 unit. Then this plane cut at half unit, means C. यहाँ ये half हो गया, यहाँ कट कर रहा है, देख रहे हैं आप, axis C. Yes, anyone? Anyone? Unmute and answer. Hello? Hello? Are you there?
hello ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
हाँ है ना सब लोग? Okay.
हाँ, ma'am.
हाँ ma'am.
Okay. Mute.
Late आ
Okay,
रही हो.
mute yourself,
Late आ
please.
रही हो.
Okay. Now see, half unit cell in along axis C. Please mute yourself, all of you. Mute yourself. Along axis C, this plane has the half unit intercept, means ये from this corner to this corner is 1 unit, so उसका आधा हो गया half. And then to draw this plane, join this point and this point. ये दोनों point जो draw किए, join किए. Now from these 2 points, draw the plane which will remain parallel to y axis. So ये corner से parallel y का कैसे हो जाएगा? ऐसे जाएगा ना यहाँ तक. Okay, and from this point of intersection, that is 1/2, parallel to y will go in this direction, and then join these two. हम यहीं पे join करेंगे because unit cell is OR ना, so we will draw up to this only and then show it by shading. Okay, so in this way we can write the indices of the given plane, that is Miller indices, and we can draw the plane of given Miller indices. Now see the next. See, first plane. Indices of this plane are 0, 0, 1. कैसे देखो? Yet this plane is at the top face of unit cell. Okay, so top face of unit cell. What will be the A intercept of this plane? Anyone? Intercept on axis A or X of this plane?
क्या होगा? विल इट हैव एनी इंटरसेप्ट? जीरो नहीं होगा. जीरो कैसे होगा? जीरो इंटरसेप्ट होगा तो दैट विल पास थ्रू द ओरिजिन. तो ये ओरिजिन से जाएगा क्या? नहीं जाएगा ना. इसी ये ऐसा प्लेन है, सो इट विल कम पैरेलल टू एक्स ना. एक्स को पैरेलल रहेगा ना ये, समझे? फिर y को भी पैरेलल रहेगा ऐसा. y यहाँ है, so this plane go in this direction, so it will remain parallel to y always. Also will come in this direction which is parallel to x also, and only this plane cut the axis z in this direction. Okay, perpendicular to z axis. This plane is perpendicular to z axis, that is top face of the unit cell. Okay, and so its indices are, so उसका intercept along y x axis क्या होगा? Infinity ना. It will never intersect. Also along y axis infinity, and along z axis 1 unit. It cut at top corner na, that is the 1 unit. So reciprocal intercepts are infinity, infinity and 1. So taking reciprocals of that intercept क्या होंगे? 0 0 0 ना. Reciprocal of infinity 0, reciprocal of infinity 0, and reciprocal of 1 is 1. And so indices of this plane are 0 0 1. Now see, similarly, if we see the front face of unit cell, now you can see this front face, it cut only axis x at 1 unit, and so only x intercept is 1. But what about y and z? This plane go in this direction and which is parallel to y. This plane also go in this direction and which will remain parallel to z also. So intercept made by this plane on the y and z axis will be infinity. And so the indices are 1 0 0. Or if we have given the indices of the plane 0 0 1 and we have to draw the plane, then how we will draw? Take the reciprocals of this one. So reciprocal of 0 infinity, reciprocal of 0 infinity, and reciprocal of 1 is 1. So this plane has the infinity intercept on the axis a and b, or y and x and y. Means what? This plane will remain parallel to x as well as y. Then intercept only on the z axis is there. So this plane will cut the axis z at 1 unit. So mark at this corner. ये corner mark किया. Now from this mark corner, draw the plane parallel to x. So parallel to x यहाँ से कहा जाएगा? ऐसे आएगा ना यहाँ तक. यहाँ हम stop करेंगे because unit cell is over. Now again from this point, draw parallel to y. So वो यहाँ जाएगा ये corner तक. Unit cell is over. So stop there. Then complete this plane. ये इसको parallel ये ऐसा आएगा ना, यहाँ ये आएगा, और इसको parallel ये यहाँ आएगा. And show it by shading. So ये हो गया 0 0 1. Second में देखो, the front face is shown and indices of that is also same, but it is 1 0 0 because this plane cut only axis x at 1 unit and it is parallel to y, parallel to z. So indices are 1 0 0. If we have to draw this plane, if indices 1 0 0 are given, then how to draw? Take the reciprocals of these indices, that will be 1 upon 0, that is infinity, 1 upon 0 infinity, 1 infinity infinity, means it will cut only axis x at 1 unit and will remain parallel to y as well as parallel to z. So mark here this corner and from there go in a direction parallel to y. तो यहाँ आएंगे, फिर यहाँ से go in a direction parallel to z. You will go here and then draw it. Complete करो ये, फिर ऐसे जाएगा ना, ऐसे 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 ऐसे, ये साइड ऐसे ऐसे आएगा. अब यहाँ नहीं जाएगा, टॉप फेस ये कंटिन्यू हम टॉप फेस को करेंगे क्या शेडिंग? नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि टॉप फेस इज द डिफरेंट प्लेन. ये टॉप फेस हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन है, समझे? And this is front face is nothing but vertical plane. So this top face and the front face, these are the different planes. So only this top front face of the unit cell is the 1 0 0. ये top face तो 0 0 1 है, यहाँ देखा. Then see ये vertical वाला ये क्या होगा side का? Now this plane cut only axis y at 1 unit and it is parallel to z as well as parallel to x. So Anyway, if the plane is given, we can write indices of that. It cut only axis y. So HK, K index will be, that is the middle one, 1 unit, and remaining 2, it remains parallel, so never intersect, that is intercept is infinity and reciprocal of that is 0. So indices of these are 0, 1, 0. Or if the plane is given, then again vice versa. If indices are given, then draw the plane, or plane is given, write the indices. Anyway, okay. Similarly, see here now. 1, 0, 1. Okay. Now we can see this plane cut the axis x at 1 unit. Also, axis z at 1 unit. But what about y? It's not intersecting to y. Y is at the back side of this plane. So, if this plane increase in throughout the crystal in this direction, it will always remain parallel to y. If it will increase in this direction oblique, then also it will remain parallel to x-axis. Okay. So, sorry, y-axis and sorry, it has only remained parallel to y and it has intercept on x and z. So, x को यहाँ corner को cut करेगा, z को यहाँ cut करेगा. Then see how to draw the plane. It has intercept, indices are 1, 0, 1. Suppose we have given the indices and we have to draw this plane. Then first of all, first step is take the reciprocals of these indices. Reciprocals क्या आएंगे? 1 1 up 1 1 upon 0, infinity and 1. Okay. Then mark the intercept on x-axis at 1 unit, means this corner. Then along y there will be no intercept. Okay, infinity है, means parallel रहेगा. Then c को या z को 1 unit पे mark करो. Then join these 2 points. Okay, ये दोनों join किए. Then यहाँ से go in a direction parallel to y, यहाँ तक आएंगे. We'll stop here. Unit cell is over. Again from top corner, draw parallel to y. यहाँ तक आ गए. Unit cell खत्म हो गया. So stop here. Then join these 2 points again and show it by shading. So ये हो गया plane 1, 0, 1. Similarly, 1, 1, 0 will come by this way. It has intercept on x-axis 1 unit, intercept on y-axis at 1 unit, and it is parallel to z. So there will be no intersect made by this plane on the z-axis. It will be infinity. So 1, 1, infinity. ये intercept हो गए. Reciprocals of the indices are the intercept made by plane. Because indices, Miller indices we have defined by this way only. Miller indices are nothing but reciprocals of the intercept reduced to the integers. So if we take reciprocals of the Miller indices, they will be nothing but intercept made by the plane. Okay. So if Miller indices are given, then by taking reciprocals of that indices, we get the intercept, and by marking that much intercept by that given plane with the crystallographic axis, we can draw the given plane. So 1, 1, 0 में क्या होगा? Intercept on x is 1 unit. That is mark this corner. Y axis mark this corner. Then z axis no intercept. Join these 2 points. Draw the plane parallel to z axis. Yeah. यहाँ से यहाँ, and again join that 2 points. So ये हो गया 1, 1, 0. Show it by shading. The next one 0, 1, 1. Okay. So 0, 1, 1 कैसा होगा? Intersect along axis. X is infinity now. So it will not intersect x-axis. Intercept along y-axis is 1 unit. Along z-axis is also 1 unit. So mark that this corner and this corner. That is x, y intercept and z intercept. Join these 2 points. Draw the plane from this point parallel to x. Parallel to x ये हो गया ना? X यहाँ है अपना. So this is parallel to x. This is also parallel to x. And again join these 2 points and show it by shading. So this is the 0, 1, 1. Now, third one. See this plane? Now this plane's indices are 1, 1, 1. Then how to draw this? Reciprocal of 1, 1, 1 will become same as it is, that is 1, 1, 1. So this plane has the intercept 1 unit, 1 unit and 1 unit on A, B and C respectively. So make the marks of that intercept, that is along x this corner, y this corner, along z this corner, and just join these 3 points and show it by shading. ये हो गया plane 1 1 1. Then next one, this is bar 1 1 1. Okay, this plane is 1 1 1, but this is the bar 1 1 1, means one of the index of this plane is having negative intercept. It cut the negative x-axis. Okay, so has intercept along negative x-axis 1 unit, positive y or b axis is 1 unit, and also c is 1 unit. So make the mark. See, first y is at this corner 1 unit as it is. Okay. Now see here, origin कहाँ होगा? ये 1 unit 1 unit. See y1 and z1. So ये जो bar 1 है वो negative side of the crystal, so that will intersect this negative side at the back side here. Okay, and then join this by this way. Okay, वो एक हमने negative का देखा ना, origin change करके वैसे. Now see 1 bar 1 1. Okay, so x y z along x 1 unit, along y 1 unit, ये next में continue होगा, and along c is 1 unit. ये जो negative index का है वो अपना offline हो जाएगा ना, so you will get clear idea on the blackboard. Okay, how to draw that. At least positive indices तो समझ गए होंगे. Okay. Okay, now I am stop the sharing screen and I will show these actual planes in our model. Okay. Wait just a minute.
Ma'am, we have like 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Na, so 15 minutes are there. 5 minutes. Just in 5 minutes. Huh?
Okay, ma'am.
Just 5 minutes. ये देखो, ये सिंपल क्यूबिक का यूनिट सेल है. आपको ये कलर दिखता है, पिंक कलर. ये फ्रंट फेस ऑफ द यूनिट सेल एंड दिस इज द 1 0 0. अगर मैं ये ऐसा पकड़ूंगी तो क्या होगा? ये y एक्सिस कट, z एक्सिस कट करेगा ना, तो 0 0 1. अगर मैं ये ऐसा पकड़ूंगी तो इसके इंडाइसेस कैसे लिखेंगे? अब नाउ दिस विल कट द एक्सिस y ओनली, सो दिस इज 0 1 0. समझ गए? ये हो गया ये प्लेन, ये लैटिस पॉइंट से जाता है ना, समझे? दीज आर द लैटिस पॉइंट्स ऑफ यूनिट सेल. सो ये एचसीसी का 1 0 0 प्लेन है. 1 0 0 या वी कैन से 0 1 0 या वी कैन से 0 0 1, दैट इज द सेम थिंग. देन 1 0 0 एचसीसी का देखा हमने. अब बीसीसी का 1 0 0 कैसे होगा? देखो, या 3 प्लेन दिखाई दे रहे, 1 बीच में एक है और ये थर्ड. देखा? Why here in between additional 1 plane is there? Because there is atom at the center of body of the unit cell. समझ गए? There is atom at the center of body of the unit cell and crystal planes are nothing but planes passing through the lattice points. And here there is lattice point at the center of body of the unit cell in BCC. You will remember this for next lecture. I am going to ask the questions on this. Here this one plane passing through this, ये फेस के लैटिस पॉइंट से जाता है, बीच वाला बॉडी सेंटर से जाता है, एंड दिस वाला अगेन थ्रू द लैटिस पॉइंट्स ऑफ द कॉर्नर फेस. ओके, ये हो गया बीसीसी का 1 0 0 या 0 0 1 या 0 1 0. देन एफसीसी का कहाँ गया? ये देखो, ये एफसीसी का 1 0 0, इट इज सेम एज दैट ऑफ बीसीसी. ये और ये सेम है, समझे? 1 0 0 is same in BCC and FCC. One additional plane is there. Okay, now we will see the another plane. ये देखो, एक पहले FCC. Now tell me which is this one? कौन सा है ये?
1 1 1.
Correct, very good. This is 1 1 1 of SCC. Okay. FCC में देखोगे ये 1 1 1. This is the same one. Same है. But BCC का अगर देखा, ये देखो BCC. In BCC, you will see that one additional plane is there, which pass through the center of body of the unit cell. So you will remember this. 1 1 1 में SCC में एक plane है, and it is same in FCC. But BCC में there is one additional plane which pass through the center of body of the unit cell. Okay. And 100 में क्या था? FCC and BCC दोनों में एक additional plane था than that of SCC. Okay. Now देखो which is this one now? देखो डायग्राम से याद आ रहा है, डायग्राम में कौन सा प्लेन इंडिकेट किया था इसको? इंडाइसेस 101 या ओके 011 या 110 या 101. ओके, because it has the intercept with two axes and it is parallel to the third one. Okay, so this is the 110 या 011 या 101. ये हो गया SCC का. Then एक मिनट, BCC का कहा गया? एक मिनट, BCC का I don't have. FCC में देखो ये, you can see that there is one additional plane. एक एक्स्ट्रा है ना यहाँ. SCC में, BCC में एक ये है, बट FCC में दो है, बीच में एक आ गया, वो कहाँ से जाता है? फेस सेंटर से जाता है, समझे? सो देयर इज वन एडिशनल प्लेन इन BCC. SCC का ये देखो, SCC का 110 एंड BCC का 110, बोथ आर सेम. ओके, दोनों सेम है, बट in FCC there is one additional plane which pass through the face centered atoms. Okay, means 110 में FCC में एक additional plane है than that of the BCC and SCC. And in 100 में FCC and BCC दोनों में एक additional plane है than that of SCC. And in case of 111 उसमें only in BCC there is one additional plane than that of SCC and FCC. Got it? Okay. So up to this we have studied the Miller indices of the crystal plane and the planes in SCC, FCC and BCC. Okay, so we will continue next time.